there lies a nation deep in deep Asia called Bhutan, living since centuries in peace and doing just its own thing, like me having holidays right now. Until the American ego came in flying with promises of liberty, democracy, while totally not oil maxing. So Bokto stepped in and took the fate of Bhutan in his own hands. While he has experience with tackling wild animals, will he also be able to tackle the American ego? Only with war we will find out. All what we need right now is to fight fire with fire, guns with guns. Who needs civs for building forts when we have construction workers? And to all research also counts all doctrines, so mountaineers will be really an overkill here. Now American Eagle has approached to feast on Bokto, but unlike other wild animals, the American Eagle doesn't stop until it gets what it wants. Bokto needs to get all what Bhutan has and fight! I don't think that we have researched yet everything. We have just unlocked the advanced meat grinder. And now it's our time to grind ourselves also some extra core states, cause as fanatical the few hundred men seem to fight, they aren't meant to last. Yes, I am saying it again, mountaineers to mountains. Nobody can resist Bokto's charisma, and he just recruited with his mouthpiece 300k 15-year-olds from Nepal. I'm really confident about my troops doing some shoveling on the front lines. Well, I am not so confident anymore about the shoveling, because my troops lack shovels. No, it's all collapsing on us. Despite the generous advantages given to us, we still screwed it up somehow. Bokto, you make mistakes? It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Fear not, as Bokto has still something to reveal to you. One last try. Always have faith in Bokto, as he will lead Bhutan even to the Paradox headquarters. And we will make sure that everyone conquered by Bhutan will stay in Bhutan. We will just remove every equipment type and to spam recruit divisions, so the manpower isn't tied to the conquered state anymore, but to the general manpower pool. I also used the trick in my Austria Uno reverse Anschluss video. You should check that definitely out too. Okay, this time Bokto needs to stick true to his role. He's not some cocky boy wannabe Napoleon. He's an old wise man who knows what to do, and he has time to entrench his troops and grind them out. Slowly but surely, we are making some gains. Finally, the Bhutanese lions have the feast of their centuries, the first of many to come. This state and we just get a huge manpower factory. Kinda lacking in factory, not gonna lie. We are kinda thin right now and the world is kinda thick right now. So the dragon commands you to make the army thicker. Ah shit, here we go again. Another day, another try. I hope the Bengalis better behave under the banner of the Thunder Dragon Empire. Right, it's not a Reddit encirclement, nowhere near. We can slowly but surely try. Nah mate, they are already trying too hard. Well, let's continue that alone against the world tradition, building more forts. Nice scam. Unlike subscribing to me and liking this video. This is totally free and nowhere near a scam. But having all researched doesn't mean that you can't be clumsy with your equipment. But with a brain, you don't need to worry much, especially when the AI is right now bashing your head against you. There comes 20% equipment capture ratio in play. Another day, another pocket. With maintenance company maxed, we are really farming equipment from left and right. Tell me, doesn't this look like natural Bhutan to you? 10k infantry equipment with just 14 factory. Yeah, no, can't explain me now why you don't use maintenance equipment. 1 second, give me 1 more second please. Bam! I can see that this thunder dragon is slowly awakening.
I declare hyperwar.
Chagil vitali meda pachan uta malu chobhatoni mi she se chavateni mi.
After we Gangnam styled in Korea, Bhutan looks now like this. I have a slight feeling that USA just rage quit after the general staff being told that they just lost to Bhutan. Under the Thunder Dragon we are gonna experience the real Thunder Wars. You are not seeing a wannabe Blitzkrieg here. When have you seen the USA being humiliated that much in Asia? It's literally worse than Afghanistan and Vietnam combined. Sorry, the Americans already had their desert storm. Now comes our thunderstorm. Notice how the initials of Up-Bokto are A-B. Now we should follow with Bip-Kokto. We also kinda overstretched here. The animal of supply is sometimes very untamable. It's time for Sensei Wu to come in. Even lessons learned the hard way are lessons learned. This front too is one big mess. But when has Russia not been a very big mess? Finally starting to realize and amass troops. And it's already 1943. The longer we wait, the more are they gonna catch up. Okay, it's showtime. Don't risk. They will never know how far they will truly go. Then, this is very promising and it looks like we are gonna go very far to the Portuguese coast. Let me be original. And since it's 1943, I can call it the Battle of the Bulge. Successfully debulged. I'm pretty confident about an offensive in the south to connect the two fronts. Okay, it's safe to say that we can steamroll them again. Yeah, now it's the time for unwanted tourists being very close to my actual course, which are old states by me. But that's nothing for my armor. They are gonna have the road trip of their lives. Now we are seeing also this shape on my channel. But since all HYPERWAR players are mad too much, you know, we are under us. This polar Reddit encirclement should be a celebration for the polar bear and the final nail to the coffin for the Americans. Operation Bhutan and America is well ongoing. the front line is just literally a disco for the troops. They are dancing around the poor American fellas. The Germans just worried too much about more Turks coming in, so they were kinda blinded and just let the Bhutanese walk into Berlin. Who needs Oppenheimer when Bokto has found Barenheimer, shrouded in the clouds of doom of the Thunder Dragon, and thus the American might surrender to the unexpected marvel of the Thunder Dragon breaking out of its cage. Due to the USA's obvious humiliation, it has experienced a fascist coup with a new revanchist theocratic government put in its place. Yes, the USA is still a powerhouse with an industry equaling to that of Bhutan. To counteract that, the ever so more paranoid and ever so aging leader Bokto has found its own sphere of influence with the Bhutanese World Empire and its vassals, the Dragon Slayer. Before some might jump to it, yes, this is literally 1984. And a 1984 scenario can't be complete without some aspiring democratic nations fighting for freedom, this time spearheaded by the United Kingdom. And with the British Bulldog in charge, American fascist eagle, and the newly risen Thunder Dragon, can surely not expect that Britain won't fight on the landing grounds, regardless of the nuclear devastation caused by the previous war. And yeah, all nations, especially islands which were untouched by the Bhutanese incursions, like especially Japan, are also free. And feel free to tell me in the comments if I should maybe continue to play this kinda like 1984 scenario, and if yes, as which country. I can maybe continue consolidate dominance as Bhutan, or even trying to regain glory as the Americans, or just simply maybe retake the freedom as the united and make the sun never set in the British Empire again.